like this movie, it feels like we've lived our entire life with you, and you've lived your life on screen, like literally.
Well, like 40 years.
Yeah.
And action. Jay Kelly.
Jay Kelly is a hero.
You're never alone.
Really? I think I'm always alone. Thanks, Amal. You are.
So what was that like, especially in certain parts of this movie? There are certain parts where he's reflecting on his career, and do you have those moments where you look back and you're like, I really did do some good stuff?
No,
come on,
no,
George, come on.
No, listen, people are going to have to define what your legacy will be, after late in life. For me, I will say that, like, they do this montage at the end, which I don't want to give too much away, but they use actual movies of
Yes.
And I didn't know that was going to happen. And I'm watching the first take, and I'm watching, and I'm like, and all you really reflecting on is there's some really bad hairdos. There's a mullet.
That's what you were thinking.
There's a couple of mullets in there, and then there's always this thing of like watching, going, how do you still have a career after that one? And things like that. I've always felt lucky. And if you'd asked me at 21 whether I would have been successful at this, I would have thought probably not. The odds certainly are against it. And that the idea that 40 years later I'd still have a job, I never would have thought that,
I want to ask you about the suits. You wore some suits in this movie.
Oh yeah.
I was like, okay.
Well, see, because you're a clothes man. You always dress so nicely. Yes, I had some beautiful suits. Most of the projects I work on, I don't get to dress all that well, and so it was nice to have them make some suits for me and wear them.
It is like real movie star George.
Oh yeah. Well, mostly it's if you drink enough. I think that's right, kids. Drink. It's a funny thing. I was talking with my wife about this the other day because I'm 64 now, and when I was like a young actor, like 20, and I hear somebody died at 64, I'm like, they lived a good life.
Right.
They did all right.
Right.
And now you're like, holy crap.
He was so young.
Yeah, exactly. Now everything's young.
He had so much life to
Oh my
live.
God. Yeah.
Also, working with Adam,
Yeah.
you guys have this chemistry. You have chemistry with everybody in this movie, but Adam, it's great. He's like your bro. You feel that.
I think what you do is magic.
Well, he's such a wonderful actor, and he's a good guy. I've known him for 30 years. We played a lot of hoops together. We played hoops on the set of this, too.
Did you?
Yeah. And I just dig him. And, it's kind of a love story between the two of us in a way. And I feel very, I feel like, I get to be the beneficiary of some really wonderful writing and wonderful directing and in particular, really wonderful acting. And Adam is the absolute top of that.
There used to be a pretty famous basketball game at your house.
Now, I go out there and every time I play, I get hurt. Every time. Not sometimes. Every time I play.
And I have to imagine your wife, like my wife is like, why are you doing that?
Oh yeah. Oh, there's always that. Yeah, my wife is like, you okay? And I'm like, I'm okay. She's like, pretty dumb. And I was like, no.
Like, why?
Yeah. But it happens all the time because, in your head, you're still 25, right?
Yes.
And you go, I can do this. And then you go, oh, you could slide a credit card underneath my vertical jump now,
By the way, how is it now being this movie star with the wife, the kids, and your wife is a busy woman?
It's funny because it is the theme of the movie, which is trying to balance life and work. And whether that's what you do for a living, or what I do for a living, or what anybody in this room does for a living, we're all trying to get it right.
Yep.
And my parents tried to get it right. And, when you're young, you'll be like, well, my parents weren't there for this, or they weren't. Yeah. But the truth is they were all trying to, make a living and put food on the table. And so we always balance that.
Did you, while you were making this movie, especially there are a couple of scenes in there that are really, really poignant for any father in the world that really kill you.
Yeah.
How can I play people when I don't see people and touch people?
Don't touch people.
What was that like for you? And have you had times like that where the kids are just like, dude?
Well, my kids are 8, so hopefully not, because it's a little soon for them to be cynical. It's coming. Oh, I know it's coming. But not yet. And all my friends who had kids much younger, they're always like, yeah, enjoy this, because it's coming. And I was like, okay, I got you. But you know, we're really lucky. We have, you know, I started late, obviously, but I'm having the time of my life, you know, and Amal and I are we just feel lucky that we have these, you know, two, you know, funny, smart kids to be around. We're having a great time.
Your kids lived in Italy, now they live in France, so that's 2 languages, because we know they speak Italian.
And they speak French.
And they speak French too?
Oh yeah. You know who doesn't speak French? That's right. That's right. I try. I'm learning. Listen, I did a play in the spring on Broadway. And it was a lot of lines to memorize. And another thing about getting older is you can't remember things. And you can't remember things.
You had long monologues.
Oh my God. And so I said to my wife, I'm going to learn French, but not until I finish this play, because I gotta get through. You know, it's hard to pile too much in there.
Yeah. You are this man of the world now, but you always are and gonna be a Cincinnati kid.
I'm a Cincinnati kid. Had a rough.
How do you explain that to your children, and like, do they understand? Like,
They understand it because I will be watching a Bengals game and crying. We lost Joe Burrow. It's been a rough time for me, and I have to say it's just been devastating. You know, and their kids will look at me and go, "Why are you so upset?" And I go, "Well, Joe Burrow's out," you know, and then it's bad times for me. So yes, but you know, we go back, because you know, we have a place in Kentucky, and we stay there a lot, and and my mom and dad are there, and my sister's there. And so we go back a lot and spend a lot of time in Kentucky.
oh, so they get a little taste of the flavor.
Oh yeah, they know it. They got Kentucky. They eat, you know,
Skyline?
biscuits. Skyline chili. By the way, they'll, you know, still good.
Yes.
And also Grater's ice cream.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my. We actually get it shipped to, like, in New York. When we're in New York, get us some Grater's ice cream. It's the
You
best.
get greater shipping.
Oh man.
Jay Kelly.